keep our mats in the back today. So welcome. We're going to start outside of the box, if you will. So no yoga mats. We're going to start today with a little bit more of a dancing play. And so let's go ahead and come onto our feet. We can stand with our feet parallel. You can just release your hands down to your side. So feel either be on that side or that side. Thank you. And go ahead and close your eyes. Be bathed in the breath. Good morning. And so today I'm going to drip inspirational quotes and poems in between our dance and our exercise and our practice. And I'm doing so with the intention that these words of sweet masters and amazing beings can help to invoke that willingness within our own hearts to unleash ourselves and to allow us to be as free as we totally can be. So Hafiz says, this is his writing from I Heard God Laughing quotes. There is a beautiful creature living in a hole you have dug. So at night I set fruit and grains and little pots of wine and milk beside your soft earthen mounds. And I often sing, but still, my dear, you do not come out. I have fallen in love with someone who hides inside you. We should talk about this problem. Otherwise, I will never leave you alone. And so I thought that what a beautiful just remembrance as we come into a practice today with a little bit more of a dance flavor. Because I think there's a lot of beliefs and thoughts like, oh, I can only dance when somebody's not watching. I can really only allow me to set myself that free when I am outside the box of somebody else's judgment, maybe, if you will. And so, or even if you're just a magnificent dancer and you would dance up on stage amidst millions of people, what if we could ponder what other unique and divine expression that really is mine is even beyond this that maybe I could explore and let free. Okay, so today we're gonna dance with the Band of Light, a local artist, Elijah Ray. We're gonna start with some isolations to move from head to toe. So forgive me right off the bat if my left and right is a little bit awkward, because usually when I dance, I'm facing a mirror with you guys. So I may be a little silly on the left and right. Go ahead and widen out just a little bit, please. We're gonna stand with our feet parallel. We're just gonna start with the head, left and right. Here we go. It's left and right. Again, there we go with my left and right. So you're just gonna find that place of pause in the middle. Dun, boom, 5, 6. We're gonna take the same tempo up and down, head up. It's up, center, down. There we go. Up and down. Now infuse it with breath. One more time. Now half moons. Release your ear to your shoulder and just let it groove side to side. Little half moons with the neck. The body's so full with breath. Yeah. Release your chin to your heart. Slowly roll the head up. We're going to take shoulder rolls. It's back. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the legs are nice and supportive. We've got a little groove in the upper back. Let's take the arms in alternation, big over top. Here we go. It's up. Up. Now, when in doubt, when you get confused in the body, I should say the mind goes, wait a second, what in the world is going on? Come back to either just the play of the feet or the arms, as opposed to doing them both at the same time. Right now, we're working through the arms, so you can keep the legs steady and just work those arm circles. But if you got that and you want to groove it out, yeah, make it yours. 4, 3, 2, open those arms wide. We're just going to touch, touch, touch. Yeah. The basics in the feet right here, just a step, touch. Keep it going, keep it going. I'm just going to turn. There we go. Now, even a movement like this, you can start to add flavor by adding a little bit of a movement in space, up and down. Yeah. It's 4, 3, yeah. Such a good workout. Let's take those feet wide, bend those knees. Ribs to the right. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You feel yourself coming right back to that middle line. Now take it, lift, it's left. 2, 3, 4. Come on, get those hips low. You'll feel those legs turn on. Right, left. Full range. Woo! Beautiful. The hips are nice and steady. Ooh, the breath is still moving. 2. Now lift your heart. Lift it up to the sky. Lift. Lift. It's 4. Yeah, invite that heart to just crack wide open today. In 2, in 1. Now take it back. 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 I want you to feel those shoulder blades wrapping off the body. Like angel wings. Widening. Now we're going to take full range with that front and back. In 2, 1. Here we go. Up and back. So this tends to be the stickiest part of the spine. For most human beings, the thoracic spine. In 4, 3. Now make a circle with me. Lift it up, lift it up. Up, right, back, and left. Now smooth it out. Keep going, ladies. Okay, and we'll reverse it. Up, left, back, right. Now smooth it. Yeah, bend those knees. Inhale, come on up. Let's do it again. Bend those knees. Inhale up. Once more. Now sink the hips low. And let's take your left hip. It's up for 8. 8, 7, 6. Woo. Good morning, hips. And other side. Good. You got it rocking, mama. Twins right here. 2, right, left. Full range, right and left. 4, 3. What do you think about your body? 3, 2. Let's invite it to the party today. Curl it up and release. Up, up. 4, 3, 2. Pop it back. Pop it back. Good. Pop, pop. I got the little African groove. Hands is just in there. Whatever works with your arms is good. Yeah. Woo, love it. Full range, front and back. Here we go. Yay. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Oh, I feel my legs. You guys feel yours? Inhale up. Just check that the knees aren't hyperextended here. Good morning, you made it. Inhale up. Okay, exhale down. We're gonna circle it right here. Woo! What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for, Casey? You. Oh, invite that upper body. Oh, go the other way. Take it the other way. How many of us can really genuinely, truly say that? I'm grateful for everything. It's absolutely amazing. What a gift. Keep going. And invite that upper body in whatever funky, fabulous, sensual, totally just hilarious way you'd like to bring it. Take it down and up. Here we go. Woo! Now as you come straight with the legs, just check that they don't hyperbuckle back, because they may want to tend to do that as we pick up the speed. So that might mean you would just come up like a little bit. You'll start to learn real fast in these classes if you have a tendency for hyperextension in the body. Down and up. 2 more. And hold it down. Come on, fill that body up. Fill every cell up with breath. We're gonna take 2 pulses in the hips. It's gonna go right and left. In 5, 6, 7, 8. Pump, pump, pump. Woo! Now keep it low. How low can you go? Okay, now let's groove it back. Ready? Take it back. Just get a little movement. in space with this. Oh yeah. And let's take it forward. Keep it low. How low can you go? Play with that. How low can you go? Just in place. Woo! Keep it going. Yeah! And take it up. Woo! It's down and up. Down and up. You find your tempo. This is one option. Or join me. Yeah, take it low and hold. Okay, now that we got the idea of that, we're gonna repeat it one more time. Put your groove into it. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. Take it back. Whoop. You can change the tempo if you wanna. 4, 3, 2. Take it forward. Nobody's watching. Come on. How low can you go? Take it up. We're going to take those squats. In 5, 6, 7, down, up. Hits down, up. Yeah. I'm with you, girl. Yeah, now keep the knees as wide as the ankles. Just 4 more. Keep those feet parallel. Parallel feet, Miss Julia. 2, 1. Inhale up. Hips right and left. Good, just pulsing those hips. Find that tempo in your feet. Will you allow your gratitude to pour down through those toes into the earth? Step together, step touch. Step together, step together, step touch. Step together. Come on, let's send our gratitude up. Here we go. It's up. It's up. Let's give it to the earth. Down. Again. To the heavens. To the soil. One more time. Oh yeah, I don't know about you, but I need a small drink. Give me one big breath first. Yeah. So fun. What an amazing tool, if you will, to just change energy. Yeah, to shift from something that's maybe stagnant and stuck to being able to open to something that's really expansive. And what if we could use this practice? What if we could use our dance to open to something so bigger than the box we tend to put ourselves in? Standing on 2 feet. Go ahead and spread out. Close your eyes. What is the difference between your experience of existence and that of a saint? Again, this is Hafiz. What is the difference between your experience of existence and that of a saint? The saint knows that the spiritual path is a sublime chess game with God. A sublime game. And that the beloved has just made such a fantastic move. That the saint is now continually tripping over joy and bursting out into laughter and saying, I surrender. Whereas, my dear, I am afraid you still think you have 1,000 serious moves. Oh. with that in mind, would you be that beloved with yourself and dance? Just dance. Let yourself be moved. So the goddess is you. It's as if you're just singing to yourself. I want to be with you. I want to play with you. I want to embark in this game with so much silliness and laughter. Surrender. Play with taking it up into the heavens. Dance up there with the stars. And just in that willingness to dance with the stars, feel how energetically you can get big. You can burst out of your box just by opening to something brilliant. And then sail it. Go ahead and take left and right. And to the earth. Now this moment can never be created again. And there's not a right or wrong, a good or bad. Come on up and walk with me. Walking in place, left and right. Yeah, just into the arms. It's up. Take one, the left arm forward, the right arm back. Come on up to top and swap it. You can melt through the bottom, you can keep your legs steady. I'll show you steady legs. And I'll show you something a little softer. Melting legs, you choose. Now if it starts to feel a little tweaky in your neck and shoulders, keep the head straight ahead. Keep the back of the neck long as well as the front of the neck. All right, let's take them both up. And swim. So we're coming into a sequence for the upper body. Working the arms and the shoulders without any weight-bearing action at all. Okay, so for anyone that has a tendency to have like wrist pain or shoulder pain or hand injuries, this is an awesome way to gain strength and endurance into the arms without putting any weight whatsoever onto the wrist. Go ahead, sail it, make it yours. Meet me back to top, and we're gonna sunrise. It's down, up, down. Come on, invoke that sunshine, the heart's opening. Up, it's bright. You find your tempo. Have you invited your breath to the dance? What if you can invite the breath to be the lead dance partner? Keep this rhythm with the arms, just bring it in front. Touch. Touch the universe in each palm. Yeah. One more right, one more left. Hold those arms open. Round that shoulder off the back. It's right and left. Woo. Find your tempo, find your groove. Come on, let those hands be spacious. Invite your hands to hold the stars. Inhale up. Exhale, hold those arms open like you're just a superstar here in space. Hold and breathe. Keep the arms stretched from heart, reach out through fingertips. Oh, wondrous creatures, by what strange miracle do you so often not smile? Tilting your head to the sky, look up, smile, stretch your arms high. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. Keep a bend in the elbows. Lifting the heart, draw the upper arm bones back. Now keep the heart buoyant. Keep long from hips into armpits. So this is the side body I refer to quite often. And then keeping that buoyant, the upper arm bone moves back. And then take the palate back just a little bit too. So as if you were just inviting the universe to pour abundantly all the yumminess it has in store for you into you with this breath. Keep your heart buoyant, release your hands, open your eyes. Let's go ahead and shake the right hand out. So just in case there is any more stagnant little stickies in there, let's go ahead and shake it out from the fingertips all the way up into your shoulder. Just moving the lymph here. It's like a tonic for the immune system.
I know, I can't believe we don't do that more often.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
I like go in spurts. I like do it a lot, I feel like, and then it's like I don't, and then when I come back to it, I'm like, oh, yeah. So here we are with this one again. And now release that. Close your eyes and feel the difference between your arms. Oh. And what if transformation and like just infinite energy was literally available to us like that? Like that. We know it to be true, we just experienced it. Yeah, go through the other side. And I love these poems we've been inspired with so far by Hafiz, which is really just like, dude, lighten up. Like surrender and laugh and giggle and wiggle and just, don't take it so seriously. And in that, the universe opens to us. So with sweetness, shake it out. One thing you can think of, so we just talked about like lifting the inner body and keeping the arm bones back. Like if you shake with the side body short, which may not be what you're doing, I'm not sure, but you'll have the tendency then to kind of throw the shoulder into a vulnerable place. But just keep that side body lifting. And then also, do you feel now, just check in with your breath. Is it shallow or deep right now? Yeah, it'll tend to be shallow, but beautiful. You just drank it in and like the whole boom, your whole being just changed. Like surrender, yeah? Okay, now go ahead and release into that and just feel. But there is a tendency, and it's so awesome that we have this practice, or any practice, that can turn the light on, the light of awareness on for us to show us these things. That when there tends to be something like sporadic, or something's moving fast, or outside of our universe, things are going, there will tend to be a reflection inside the way the breath moves. Let's go ahead and take one leg. But what if we could use like a simple exercise like this, shaking our lymph, shaking our limbs, and moving our lymph to remind us that no matter what's happening all around us, no matter what the pace, we still have the anchor, we still have the treasure map of our breath. And in that, we can open to a sense of surrender, even in fastness. Go ahead and release that foot to the floor. And with 2 feet here resting sweetly upon the earth, just check that the back of the knees are not hyperextended. Feel yourself waking your body up, enlivening every molecule, every cell. Yeah, saying yes to that. Go ahead and swap sides. Good, and come back 2 feet on the ground. So with this place that's alive and awake and vibrating with so much just willingness to play inside of you, I want you to take that into a little bit of a handstand play. I'm going to show you options. Option 1, if you want to do no weight bearing at all, you're going to take yourself up onto a wall and just work some push-ups here. Now this may even be too weight bearing. You see I'm using my finger pad, so it takes flexion out of my wrist. This is one way to start to build strength in the arms without having too much weight bearing action. Okay, if this still feels like too much work in the upper body, then you have a whole exploration of play that we did with the arms. We swam with the arms, we figure eighted the arms, we moved them in front. I mean, you could punch, out to the sky, lift. So there's other weight-bearing things you could do. We're just gonna take a song, maybe not even just to play. So that's option 1. Option 2 would be to come to the wall, sit your booty at the wall. Wherever your heels go, that's where your hands will go. Of course, if you want your mat, you can grab it. And then keeping the hands strong on the floor, we're just gonna place our feet up onto the wall. And keeping that breath moving deep, you'll play with lifting the legs. Maybe taking the legs up as high as your hips, okay? From there, you'll walk down slow and you'll finish in child's pose. And option 2 is to face the wall and kick up legs. So here at the yurt, please get green behind you and not screen in case your foot goes through it. Okay, and there's option 3. So a few different ways. If you guys need me, holler over at me. Go ahead and find yourself at the wall. And let's play. If you want to take my, where that block is and just pop my block out of the way. Let me see here. Good, so a little higher like this is going to work your shoulders, and you can play with all this, okay? And then taking it a little lower is going to work more into your chest. How's this feel in your hands? Do you feel like you're getting too much flexion in the wrists?
Well, I just gotta experiment.
Play it.
Yeah.
Okay, see if you can use more of this, like your finger pads and your thumb. Yeah, good. Because now see, there's no flexion in the wrist.
Yeah, it's like, it's in here
Uh-huh.
and right there.
Okay.
So it's not actually in here.
Yeah, these aren't the most, what about something like this? Yeah, play with that, nice. Good, so the arms are strong and steady, like diamond shafts. Yeah. The heart is spacious, as big as the galaxy. Yeah, and with our breath, we can just remember to surrender to all that infinite support. I love. Maybe another minute or so, and if you start to find that play of seriousness coming in, would you be willing to just simply chuckle at it? Oh, silly me, I'm just taking this way too serious. And change the energy with your smile, with your giggle. Yeah, beautiful. Now when you're learning a handstand, it may benefit you to keep your gaze on your fingers, Caitlin, because that'll help to keep the shoulders integrated on the back without you having to think about it so much. Once you're very confident with the handstand and the shoulders are like molded into a really defined place for you, you can look anywhere. You can look up at the stars twinkling in the sky. But when you learn it, it may be best to keep your gaze on your fingertips. Yeah, let's try one more. See the surrender of the heart? I'm on my way. Yes. And is that what you felt in your dream? Like just a heart space that, Okay, one more, you guys.
With the heart
the melting heart theme. So the arms are,
Melting, happy, laughing
come into the middle of the room with me. The arms are strong like diamond shafts. Yeah, you can just come right here. And how big and expansive can you invite your heart to blaze forth here? Okay, bend those knees. Good, keep the legs hugging the midline. Good, and just let the heart melt. Bring those shoulders towards the fingertips. Yeah, good, nice and slow with deep breaths. That's it. Less with the legs, and now just invite the heart a little bit more. Yep, good, right there. Good, press straight up to a handstand. Nice, and come on down. Oh my goodness. Ah! Come on back, you guys. Handstand is such a fun, amazing way to play with breaking us out of our boxes. Of course, you want to find a place that supports you in playing. You know, using the wall can be really helpful to do that. So let's go ahead and come on back to our mats, come on back to our room. You can keep our mats off the floor. Okay, who knows a step ball change? Looks like this. Step ball change. It's a 1, 2, 3. Left side. 1, 2, 3. Right, left, right. 1, 2, 3. Back, forward. Back, front. Back, front. All right, you can stay right there with that tempo, okay? So you have a foundation to always come back to. Otherwise, take it a little bit faster with me. Back, back, right, left, right, left. 5, 6, 7. Hold the left leg back. Take it down and up. Down and up. There we go. It's 5, 6. Check that that top knee doesn't hyperextend. You're gonna take the feet just a little bit wider. Oh yeah. Good. Now stay here or add a little up with me. Nice. Yes. All right, and take it back. It's ball change. When in doubt, just come back into the legs. You can add the upper body in any way you'd like. Right leg back and hold. Woo! Down and up. Down and up. Yeah. Now from the feet, pull. Pull the muscles up the legs. Like you're giving yourself a yummy warm hug. Yeah. In 5, 6, repeat it. Or take some flight. And the social told me what to do. Take it down. Take it forward. Ball change to the right and left. To the right and left. You can stay up here. It's going to keep it a lot easier on the legs. Or take it low. In 5, 6, 7. We're going to alternate lunges side to side. Here we go. Take it down and up. Down. So we have one bent leg, the outer leg. The inner leg is straight. Yeah? Woo! There we go. Inner leg is straight. Take it right and hold. Pulse. Pulse. Come on, let those sits bones move way back. Low belly's lifting to support that. 4, 3. We're gonna push up to balance on this left leg. Up. Up. Now you can keep playing with that. Okay, if you want more, add a leg lift with that right side. So either you're coming to a balance, and the soul so close will show me what to do. Kind of like a tongue twister. Lift. And the soul so close will show me what to do. Come on, sing it with me. Ready? Because the soul so close will show me what to do. Woo! Here we go. And pulse. 2. And the soul so close will show me what to do. Woo! Yeah, so keep it low through this side. Don't transfer the balance to the other side. Can you feel it in that left glute? If you're not feeling it in your left glute, get heavier in your left heel. In 4, 3, we're gonna balance it, push to the right leg. Up. At no time does the right knee hyperextend. So keep your loving presence in that right knee as you play. What's possible for you in playing with your body, even beyond this? Yeah, one more. 2 feet to the floor, lift those arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Standing on the left leg, we're gonna take the right leg out. Circling it front and back. Now there's a little micro bend in the left leg. Little micro bend there. Yeah, now keeping the leg grounded in like a rooted tree through that supporting leg, I want you to lift up, up, up through the spine. Let the crown of your head intermingle with all the brightness above you. Good. One more back in front. Right foot in, out, up. Here we go. It's in, out, together. Here we go. Whoop. Out, together, and out, together. And there we go. Up, out, together, and up. Out, together, and up, out, together, and so you can stay there if you want more. Lift that right leg. Up. So it comes into a little side leg lift there. And right knee up, right foot out. Check that that left leg does not hyperextend. How about one more? Left side, 6, 7. It's up, bend the right leg, in, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1. Now keep the low belly lifted to support that little hinge in the hips on 2. 1, tone tummy, lift and release. Total balance challenge here. I wonder how it feels in my body to embody both strength and power in my right leg, yet gracefulness through the rest of my body. One more. And let's circle front, back, front. Keep her going. Super supportive and heavy in that standing leg. From the top of the sacrum, all the way through each vertebra, get really lifted, right through the crown of the head. Keep going. So tailbones down, lift way up. Intermingle your light with the light up here. How about 2 more forward, 2 more back? 1 more. Good, let's come onto your left foot, right foot up. Yeah, drawing that tailbone down, feel the low belly support you. Beautiful. Let's take those arms open and just play. Woo! So that foot hugs into the inner thigh hugs right back into the foot. Possibly leaning with a little lateral flexion that's saucy and sweet through the spine. Good, lift both arms. Hands to heart. We're just gonna switch feet. Hug the foot into the inner thigh into the foot. Here, let's take the arms open. So the arms are more parallel to the floor now. Even a sense of liveliness in the fingers. So there's this energetic extension that moves from your heart all the way out through the fingers. So it's not like the hands are just dead, but they're alive. And the work is through the shoulder blade. You'll feel one shoulder blade circling or moving, gliding on the back. And then go ahead and play with the other side. And we're finishing up on the second side. So if you just want to stay on 2 feet to do this, then you'll be balanced on your sides. So we're just working like snake arms. Getting some movement through the shoulder blades here. De-sticking the shoulder blades from the back in a really sensual, playful way. Would you be willing to embody that? Come on to 2 feet. Would you be willing to embody the energy of sensualness? Sensualness, is that a word? I don't know, but sensuality. Yeah. Take your arms above your head. Energetically open the crown of your head. And with your fingers lifting, just invite this sensual life force that radiates and is alive in everything in nature, in the seeds of a fruit, in the way that a new seed springs forth life as it presses itself out of the top crusty layer of the soil and emerges with mana. Even the way the stars twinkle and the way the whole creation as we know it possibly came into existence. Would you be willing to invite the sensual life force that's infinite and vibrating in everything that's alive to just pour into you generously? Release your hands, keep your palms up, and just keep breathing deep. Now, this sensual life force, mana-filled energy, it is permeating everything that's alive all around us. And I guess more the question is, would you be willing to surrender to receiving it? Would you be willing to surrender into being it? Keep inviting the energy in, keep breathing deep, continue to surrender and breathe and invite and receive. Continue and breathe and invite and receive. Feel the life force in your fingers, in your palms, in your belly, in your chest. Good, let's take the feet wide. We're just gonna bend those knees and pulse here. Yeah, so the knees are right in the center of the feet. So they're not collapsing in, and this may wanna happen. Pulse it. We're gonna pulse for 8, and then possibly you'll come into high intensity and hop for 4, jump for 4. Otherwise, I'll show you low intensity here. It looks like this. Come up with me. 1, 2. Okay? Do it again. 1. This is low intensity. Stay here. If you want high intensity, it looks like this. 3, 4. Okay? Meet me. 1, 2, 3, 4. What energy are you calling in? 6, 7, and 4. Count. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it low. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. Count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, it's 1, 2, 3. Hello, thighs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. Count. Again, last time. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7.
I'm so grateful for the pain.
Yeah, 1 for everything. For everything. Yeah. Keep it low. It's right, left, right, left. Now your mind may have equated that pain, or you may have tagged the feeling of burn in your legs with a certain definition. So every time the legs come on fire, the brain wants to tell you something, but what if that's not true? What if the fire and burn in your legs is actually your muscles telling you something totally different than your mind is telling you? Would you be willing to redefine that? Come on, here we go. It's 1, 2, woo! 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and twisted. 5, 6, 7. Again, another 8 count here. 1, 2. Hold it wide. Circle the. Sorry, bring those feet together. We're gonna circle the right hip to the right. It looks like this. Circle, 2, 3, circle it left. Circle, back, back. Good, and circle it. So the circle comes forward and back, just like my arm, left. Again, 4 count. 4, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, take a 2 count with me. 2 count. Up. Again. You. And singles, right, left. How many times have you told yourself you just can't move like that? And what if like that has no definition? Like that's just the way you be. And what if in the surrendering of that you open to so much more freedom in your hips and in your body than you've yet to experience? 5, 6, 7. Take it wide. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it 4. Yeah. Let's do it again. 2, 3, 4. Good. Check those knees. 7. Up. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hold it with me. Yeah, come on up. Grab a small drink. Oh, nice. We're gonna need one block. One block. So Casey, I'll have you just come way up close to me, Mama. And then Julio, you'll be more here. Okay. And then Miss Fiona, you'll be more here. Just so that you're not crouching the camera on this next little routine. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna be going into some Ardha Chandrasana, which looks like this. Okay, so that's how you're gonna possibly be using the blocks. Block under the shoulder. We'll get into it slow, but I just want to give you options. Grab 2 blocks, grab 2 blocks. Now, when the blocks, will you grab me 1 too, Luna? When the blocks are upright like this, you guys, just please note that they are wobbly, okay? So that means, what does that mean? We should really be alive in our legs, or just let the legs be alive in the legs, okay? Because the legs are really the ones that are supporting us. These blocks are not supporting us. They're just there to give us a little buffer, like we could go gadget the arms and make the arms a little longer, but they're not like, you know, the tree trunks of our legs. This is another option, is how you can have the blocks, and it will be a little more stable here. Yet another option, but you have to reach further, but it's very stable. I just wanted to bring note to the stability of the block in that way. Okay, let's go ahead and face forward. I'll face this way, but you guys can face me. Let's go ahead and take the blocks so they're wide. Let's go ahead and just start forward fold. Feet as wide as the outer hips. Hands just under the shoulders. Relax the head and breathe. Yeah, I love it, Casey. It's like the nourishment of deep breaths. It is contagious. Just to be around somebody that holds that space and that presence and that awareness in their breath can affect our own energetic imprint, if you will. Would you be willing to be that space for yourself? Here, breathe deep, and as you breathe deep, become aware of the wave of consciousness, of mana, of life force that permeates all around you as well. And with reverence for all of life, go ahead and bow into your legs. Now take one block for now and put it in between your shins and squeeze in. Okay, this is what we call shins in. And you'll feel it tones the inner thighs. It brings more presence into the legs. Keep that. And with your legs strong and your low back long, inhale, come up. I'm going to turn side, but you guys can see where we are. Exhale down. Inhale up. Good. Exhale down. Let me show you what it's not. It's not this. See my low back? It's this. So really bend those knees and stick your booty back. Get your low back lengthening for you through each transition, through the up transition and down transition. What if your breath was here to be your beloved dance partner in life? The lead partner. And what if we could trust that so generously, with such knowing that the universe has our back completely? Even when things seem to not be going our way or the way we've planned them. Move here in remembrance that the universe does have your back, that your breath is here to guide you into more of who you really be. Move in remembrance that there are no mistakes, that you are being taken care of. That you are supported by this grand, sensual, life-affirming energy. Let it pulse and ripple through you, down and up. Good, keep going. You can bend the knees through the whole transition, especially if you're more stiff in the hamstrings or if you're more stiff in the hips and low back. Then bend your knees generously through this transition. Let your legs support you. So the legs are really supporting you. It's not the low back that's doing a lot of work to get you down and up. Keep the legs energized and let them support you in the down and up. Last one, down and hold. Take the hands under the shoulders. Bring the feet together. Sticking the booty way back, stretch your spine long and way forward. And as you inhale, lift your right leg up. Option 1, stay right here. You can bend your left leg a lot. Tone the right quad, tone the right glute. Option 2, take your right hand to your hip. Open your belly and your heart to the right. Even open your right toes. Point your right toes. They'll be flexed, but point them towards the right side of the room. And with your right hand at your hip, start to scoop your left sit bone under you. Scoop that left sit bone and start to stretch your heart away from your back foot. Yeah, inhale, lift the right arm up. What if you could fill your back body up even more with breath here? What if the sides of your mouth could even curl upward here? And what if it's not about really getting this pose perfect or sticking it, having a perfect 10 out of it, but just having fun with it? Right hand to the floor, to your block. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Squeeze the inner thighs. Left hand to the hip, stretch your back foot behind you, stretch your heart forward. Possibly starting to twist the belly and heart open towards the left. What if the amount of fun that we're having is truly the gauge as to how sweetly we're stepping in? Left hand to the floor. Come on, squeeze those inner thighs. You can come out of this and rest on your knees or rest in child's pose. Otherwise, we're going to try one more time. Right hand to hip. Turn the belly and heart open. Scoop the left sit bone under. And with a buoyant heart, reach the right arm to the sky. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, really scoop that left sit bone and try to take your left hand off the floor. Just for the fun of it. Look, mono hands. Left hand to the floor. Good. Casey Rocket. Right hand to the floor. Squeeze the inner thighs. Twist it open. Left hand to the hip or sky. The way in which your inner thighs are choosing to participate here will really depend on how steady you can stay. Hug the legs towards the midline. Get those inner thighs alive, awake, and active. With a big inhale, smile and lift your heart. Yeah, left hand to the floor. Bend both knees to take your feet to the floor. Open your feet, outer hip distance apart. Bend your knees, stick your sits bones back, take your elbows and fold. Just surrender and cascade into this forward fold. You can bend your knees real deep here. Let the crown of the head release to the floor and be bathed in the nourishment of the breath. Oh yeah, I don't know about you, but I gotta sway here. I gotta move it and groove it, so make it yours. And then taking the hands to your blocks. Inhale, stretch the spine long. Bring your feet to the middle line. Stretch your left leg back. Here the right knee can be bent. Or the right leg may be straight, but it's not hyper straight. By bending your right knee, it may just give you more space in your low back. Really stretch your heart forward. Stretch the crown of your head forward. Good, and then slowly take your left hand to your hip. Start to work the right leg towards straight. And then open your belly, your left toes, and your heart towards the left. Now before you even lift your arm, can you breathe into your back body more? Like just start to explore that unknown, like you're a little kid, woo, playing on the playground, playing in a new forest. Move the palate back. Good, and then start to lift the left hand. With the whole inner body now energized, alive, the left hand lifts towards the sky. Good, now relax the hinge of your jaw. Feel the delight in that, of letting go. Slowly turn back to the floor. Here the toes point down to the floor. Squeeze the legs to the midline without letting your left leg cross the midline, okay? So this is not it, you guys. It doesn't cross the midline. It just hugs up to it without passing it. Keeping that right hand to the hip. Take the outer right hip back another inch. Slowly start to open the belly and the heart towards the right. Good, let's take a couple breaths here. Yeah, really energize the back foot, Julia. So spread the toes and point the toes down to the floor. Yeah, flex your foot hard. Flex the back foot harder. Yeah, good, awesome. And then the more you can lift the inner thigh and roll this hip down, the more square the hips, yes. Good, come out of that slow, both hands to the floor. Option one, come to your feet, bend the knees, and you can rest here on the knees, resting in child's pose. Otherwise, try that sequence one more time on your own. Come on, Caitlin, invite that left foot to the party, girlfriend. Yeah. If the left foot, Fiona, gets a little bit too far behind you, you can't connect to your core as brilliantly as you can if your foot's a little bit in front of you at first. Once the core is active, then you can stretch your back leg behind you as far as you'd like, but not at the expense of losing yourself in your middle. Good, we'll come out of that slow. Opting for one more twisty twist here. Good, coming back to 2 feet. Let's bend both knees to the floor, feet to the floor. Let's take your block between your shins and take your elbows and just cascade and release. Let the body hang here. Keep squeezing the block, however. That'll hug the inner thighs and actually stabilize your low back. Now keeping the shins hugging in, go ahead and just start to sway left and right. Good, bending your knees, come on up, chair pose. Inhale, stretch the arms. Left elbow across, hands to heart. Good, inhale with the sits bones moving back, lift your heart. Exhale, twist from the left side body. So the left side goes first, and then the right ribs move back. Again, one big inhale. Let your left ribs move forward, and then your right ribs move back. One more breath. How deeply can you breathe here? Unwind slow. Right to the other side. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, hands in prayer. Move the inner groins way back. Keep the knees as wide as your ankles. Exhale, twist from the right side. Unwind slow. Fingers to the floor, forward fold. Bring the legs as straight as you can here, moving the inner thighs back and apart. Inner thighs moving back and apart. The sits bones lift, they widen as if the sits bones begin to smile. Then lift your belly and stretch down long through your legs and bow a little deeper. Bend your knees, take your hands to your knees. Come on up. Press down through the legs, come to standing. Hands to heart. Good, keep squeezing the block. We're gonna inhale the left arm. Inhale, exhale. So can you feel how helpful it is to hug the legs to the midline and twisting? Right now we're using the block to remind us to hug to the midline, yeah? So hugging the shins in is one way that we can hug the legs to the midline. And can you feel how supportive this is in the low back? To hug to the midline as you twist? The crowd says yes. Maybe you can't. Can you not feel it?
Yes.
You can feel it, okay, good. Nice, let's take the hands to our sides. We're gonna release the block. Let's go ahead and take the blocks on either side of the left foot and take the right foot back. Parsvottanasana. Good, so there's a good distance between the feet, but not as wide as like if we were in like a crescent pose. So from a lunge, the back foot would come in a step, and the whole inner, the inner heel of the back leg should be anchored into the floor. So not uprooted, but anchored. As you inhale, start to move the inner groins back into space. Really press the inner groins and the sits bones, the pointy bones of your butt. Press them way back. Now keep that. It's like an anchor. You've just anchored yourself back. Keep that, and as you inhale, start to stretch your spine forward. Your front leg may be a little bent, that's okay. But we're working towards straight on the front leg. Good, now really start to lift your right quad muscle up. So this whole right quad is firm. Use the firmness of that leg to root the femur bone back. You can even use your right hand, kind of manually press the inner edge of the back leg back in space. Okay, so you manually did it. Now try to maintain that the best you can with the integrity of your right thigh muscles. Place your hand back on the block. Inhale, stretch your spine long and fold. You can stay here if you'd like. Otherwise, inhale, lengthen the spine. Take your right hand to the inner or outer foot. Inseam or outseam of the left foot. And here we're going to take twisted triangle. Again, start to explore the back body. The place of your body that's unknown, if you will. We can be more familiar with our front body. We can just see it easier. But would you explore the unknown by breathing into your back body, by even leaning back gently? Feeling that you are supported by something big and wondrous and miraculous. Lean back. Unwind slow, real slow. It's like you gift your nervous system by coming out of that pose slowly. And now go ahead and step forward. So we're just coming back to a forward fold. And pause here as you fold into your heart and feel the difference between your two legs. And let's swap sides. Left leg back, Parsvottanasana. So the inner heel is grounded down. And if the inner heel doesn't ground down, turn it in more so that it does. Turn the inner heel in more. And then drawing the muscles of the legs up firmly from the left foot all the way up and into your left hip. And then manually take your hand and move your left inner thigh away from the floor and more behind you. Really root it back. Keep that. Take the outer right hip back another inch. And then use the integrity of your left quad muscles to hold the inner left leg back in space and touch the floor or your block. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. You can stay here, or if you want to take a twist, inhale again, look up and lengthen. Left hand comes to the inner or outer foot. Take all the time your sweet body needs to twist. The twist moves from the low back into the mid back, into the upper back, eventually into the cervical spine. Good. Drink in one more big, yummy breath here. Continue to dance with your breath. The breath exhales and then you follow, untwist. Keep breathing, even your belly here moving as you breathe. And then come forward fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. And then let's go ahead and bend the knees. Roll on up slowly. And go ahead and grab your yoga mat. Let's see, let's come up into a wall. Let's do one of my favorite thigh stretches. We really work the legs, so I'm giving sweet attention to stretching those out. So you're gonna just place the mat up at a wall, and then the foot is gonna come up onto the wall like so. Option one is to press your toes there just like you would like in a plank pose. Yeah, like would be the floor. Option two would be to point your toes and spread them if your toes don't flex back that far. Now, the closer your knee is to the wall, the more excruciating the stretch through the quad. So if it feels way too deep, then I want you to take your right knee away from the floor. So I'll talk you through it from the very beginning. Left, we'll just start kneeling, and we'll take the left foot to the floor. Go ahead and creep your right toes up the back wall. Yeah, and since we're in the yurt, you got to find it's best if you're on the wood and not on the green, because the green vinyl is just not supportive to hold you. Good. Eventually, your hands will work their way up. So you'll want to kick your front foot as far forward as you can, Julia. Yeah. And yet another way to thigh stretch is to lay on your belly and do a thigh stretch. Okay? And I'll show you what that looks like. So this is another option. If this is a really deep thigh stretch. And so if it's just not where you're at right now, do it on your belly. And if you want to play even more with this, you can start to bring the front leg into pigeon. Okay, so there's a few different options with getting into the back quad and here incorporating the front hip. Draw the tailbone down and inhale, dancing with the breath, start to lengthen up through the spine. And then you can begin to curl the upper back like cobra. The palate moves back, the head of the arm bones move back. Good, tailbone moves down. Inhale, lift the spine up. Draw the arm bones back. Beautiful. If coming upright does not feel good in the low back, the fingertips can stay on the floor. Just by rooting the tailbone, you're gonna get into your quads. You feel that? Oh yeah. Good. From here, we're going to come out slowly, coming back to 2 knees. And then swapping sides. So I tend to find my back toes on the floor first, and then I put my front foot into the pose. Once my front foot is steady, then once your front foot is steady, go ahead and lift your arms off the floor. So your hands can just rest on the front knee, and then keeping the legs steady, and you'll do that by hugging them to the midline. Then go ahead and draw your tailbone down. That'll help to energetically as well anchor you into the floor. So feel the tailbone move down. Yes, the low belly lifts up. Keeping that, inhale, start to lift the spine, lift the base of the heart, lift up through the crown of the head. Oh yeah. Good, relax the jaw. Right in there. And then if you'd like to take it deeper, you can take the front leg into pigeon. Coming into pigeon upright, like with the spine more perpendicular to the floor, can be compromising in the low back to some people. If that's the case for you, fingertips forward. And with the fingertips forward, you can kind of push the earth forward as well. That'll give you the traction to move your inner groins back. Regardless of where the upper body is, go ahead and take the tailbone down by lifting the pelvic floor up. Now, if you are more upright, start to play with an expression of cobra in through the upper body, in through the spine. So the tailbone's down, the spine lifts long, and then start to curl, opening through the thoracic spine as you move the palate and arm bones back. Good. We'll come out of that one slowly. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to play with any final poses your body may be craving. Maybe Hanumanasana, maybe which is splits, maybe small back bends or big back bends, candlestick or shoulder stand. Maybe you will just prepare for Shavasana early. So let's take 2 minutes to really tune into the craving of your body's needs right now. Aww.
I just look at you, how strong you are, and wow, maybe I could do that too one day.
So after having twins, Julie has not done like any fitness class, right? For 4 years.
Nothing.
She has 2 amazing little daughters. And for me to see like the courage of that, to be out of a practice or just to step into something brand new after years. Even a class like this, maybe you've never, taken a fusion. We've done restorative yoga, plyometrics, strength training, like so much fused into a series of classes here. And I just think it's absolutely phenomenal and courageous of you to be here, to do what you're doing. And
I'm inspired. I'm in over my head, but I'm inspired.
we're right by your side, Mama.
Heavy sounds class.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
She is great.
It's just the levels, and you slowly, she gives all the levels. That's what makes it so nice. And the foundation, so you're healthy. What's a good one to practice for that? I used to be able to do the splits, and I swear I'm so bad.
Yeah, we just really,
That was it, what you did.
we really sequenced into being able to get into that pose. So the poses that we were doing at the wall to open up this whole zone, and then we did a lot of deep forward folding to open this. So you want to prepare this, the hamstrings and the hip flexors, obviously, which was the whole sequencing we just did. But another way you can play with Hanuman is this way, and it feels so phenomenal. And
This is called Hanuman?
Hanuman, yeah, Hanumanasana.
Okay.
Leaping oceans to serve.
I feel like it's like,
Yeah, yours looks really good.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, I don't know if I have really practiced this one a lot and got into such a depth of it.
It's so beautiful, so beautiful. And to make it even more, like to just turn this thing on, spread your toes, invite your toes to the party. Now put your front heel into the floor and isometrically pull it back so that there's no hyperextension in your front knee. Now with all your glorious and in all your magnificence, pull the muscles up your legs all the way into the party of your hips and just feel that connection coming into you with full strength and sweetness. And now maintain that. Keep that embrace in the legs. That's totally different and that is amazing. Maintain that. Take your tailbone down and energetically stretch out through your bones. Don't let go of the muscles. Don't let go of that hug in the muscles. But with the tailbone down, just stretch out through the legs. Yeah. So alive and brilliant in your legs. Keeping that now, start to inhale and lift your spine like you're a flower just unfolding to all the kisses that the sunshine has to pour upon you right here. Yeah. Look at that smile. To smile like that in Hanuman is the most advanced form. Good. And then the blocks will be on either side, but
It means to come out of it just kind of.
to come out of it, you're on your own. No. To come out of it, keep the integration in the legs, and try to sneak the back leg in the front leg is one way. So you'll just kind of come back out of it the same way you went in.
Yeah.
But the tendency, you guys, typically we get hurt coming in and out of poses is like in the transition, just like life. It's the most stressful part, the transitioning. So if you're in a deep pose and then you just kind of like let it go and come out, there's a tendency there to kind of kick the body. So just keep the integrity. See, I'm still alive in the legs, and sneak your way out this way. Okay, we'll finish up with like another minute or so you can switch sides if you're in a if you're in like a Hanuman pose. So with the blocks underneath you, it's like what the blocks do, obviously they're supporting you right here, but you can think of taking this quad muscle and hugging it into the bone so that these muscles, without hyperextending the knee, because that's going to be a tendency. So to not do that, you push the heel down and isometrically pull it back. You see that action? So that'll help me from not hyperextending here. And then keeping the quad strong, I want you to use this muscle to push your femur bone down into your blocks. Yeah, really anchor this femur bone down into your blocks by using this muscle. Oh, I'm going to give you these 2 blocks.
Yeah, I'm not quite reaching these blocks that I'm in the all the way.
You can use 3 blocks. You could use 4 blocks. I worked with a beautiful woman who didn't start yoga until she was like 60 and worked with her privately for like a year and a half. She was a marathon runner. Didn't start running marathons until she was 50. And to see her in Hanuman with blocks is just the most beautiful expression of like what's possible, you know? To start a practice at 60, to start running marathons at 50, to come back to a practice after 4 years of having children, you know, it's like, what else is possible for us? It's so, so amazing. When you're ready, we'll come out of this pose. When you're ready, you're going to come onto your back. So just another shout out of gratitude to the Band of Light for inspiring us with that beautiful music today. Martha Graham said it so exquisitely like this: there is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all of time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium, and it will be lost. The world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good it is or how valuable, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, to keep the channel open. You do not even have to believe in yourself or your work. You have to keep yourself open and aware to the urges that motivate you. Keep the channel open. Relaxing your body in full surrender upon the earth. Breathe with every pore, every cell. Like the playful inquiry of a child, begin to wonder what's possible for you. breath by breath, even beyond this state of surrender. What's beyond this for you? What's beyond that open channel? Following the bigger energy of your breath, begin to twinkle your fingers and toes as if in just the sheer conscious movement of your fingers and toes in this way, you begin to create new stars into existence. Continue to breathe as you circle your wrists and ankles. As you begin to bring creative movement and momentum into your universe in a way that nobody else on this entire planet can do. Inhale. Dancing with your breath, stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, slowly bend your knees, place your feet upon the floor, feel the earth beneath your feet. One at a time, draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug full of loving presence. And would you be willing to receive that embrace? Would you be willing to allow your nervous system to receive the embrace? To receive your loving presence? your every muscle fiber, your every organ. And I wonder what it would feel like if I allowed myself to surrender into the embrace with even more ease. Placing your feet back upon the floor. The breath here becoming just another sweet reminder that no matter the noise on the outside or how fast the universe may be feeling that it's moving around us, we can always surrender into the unique expression of our own self simply by breathing deep. Feel the bliss in that as you roll to your side and come on up. Here in your seat with your hands in your lap, pelvis heavy, spine lifted and light. Feel the embodiment of you, this unique expression of you. Feel the way in which your breath dances inside of you. Feel the way in which your breath dances with the universe all around you. Because none of us were born to live in a hole. But born to spread our wings and experience even more of what we can imagine to be possible for us. I'm in awe of your courage. I'm in awe of your willingness. I'm in total awe of the unique expression and beauty that's you. And to that dancing spirit that's alive in every single one of us, we bow. Namaste. Oh, I kind of feel like we were here for like a week or something. Wow, thank you. Yeah, thank you guys so much. You're so welcome.